Peace, peace. Shout out to everybody out there in YouTube world. It's the Nerve of You podcast coming right back at you on a lovely Thursday night. It's your boy C Boogie Productions, man. I'm in the building. And oh, we got a little echo. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. We got a little echo. Stuff happens when you go live like that. But anyway, you know what I mean? We got a special guest in the building. You know, we got Lola in the building. I'm going to just slide this right here a little bit because I can't really see your face. I think I'm going to slide this to the left, maybe right there.
Oh, yes.
Because you're kind of short. It's covering your whole face. Let me see. Maybe right here. But you probably will have to scoot over.
Scoot over this way.
Let me see.
Oh, sorry.
All right, maybe right there.
Y'all can't see me? I mean, I gotta be
No, because I'm looking at
You can see us all up in your face. Okay. How about now?
No, you good. Just we'll make it work. No, but it's really covering up your face. And it's all good. But yeah. So anyway, we got a special guest in the building, y'all. We got Lola in the building, and we got the co-host that seems to do the most. We got Rose in the building. And you know what we're gonna do, man? We're gonna have some tonight, man. I'm gonna let the ladies talk. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let the ladies speak on some issues that they kind of been having with men or had with men, or just gripes and complaints and things that they observe men do. And I'm going to be here moderating things a little bit, you know, and I'm going to chime in what I need to chime in, but I'm going to be pretty much sitting over here taking notes because, you know, I kind of like conversations like this. You know what I mean? We get different perspectives on things, and, you know, maybe some players that's watching can, you know, pull out the pen and paper and really get some game, or, you know, get something from the conversation. So, you know, I'm going to let y'all ladies go ahead and spark off the conversation on what we're going to do.
Like how, what helps? Like what can you do to pick up a girl?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, well, I want to go a little deeper. I want to go.
Hit me.
So, when was your last relationship?
It's been a couple of months now.
A couple of months? Yes. Oh, wait, let's start off. How old are you?
23.
20? Oh, you're
Yes.
so young.
Yes, I am.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I feel old, though.
Why you say that?
Just everyday life stuff, you know?
Oh.
Well, I have a question. Now, at 23 years old, what are a few dating challenges with women your age? You know what I mean? Like, what do some of the guys do in your age bracket that you don't see in other age brackets? If I'm making any sense, you see what I'm saying?
I guess maybe maturity.
Maturity.
Yes.
Like, break that down a little bit.
I don't know. Like, maybe I guess when y'all are talking, a guy my age might say something stupid compared to like an older man. They're not gonna say like goofy stuff like that.
So, what's your preference?
I guess I do like older people. I always go for that.
Like 30 to 40, 35
yeah.
to 45?
25 to 40. Maybe.
25
I
to
would
40.
say, yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I do like older people, I guess.
Why do you feel like you are older? Like you feel more mature?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I am. I still like to have fun and be goofy and everything, but
True.
yeah.
Okay. Well, so going back to your last relationship, you said it was a couple of months ago, right?
Yes.
Okay. What happened?
Just
what went wrong?
A whole lot of stuff. I don't even want to say. No, I'm just kidding.
So what would you like to share?
I guess, you know, if it's like a serious relationship and you're living together and everything, you just really gotta respect that person and know who you're living with and stuff, you know?
Okay, so you guys were living together?
Yes.
For how long?
Like 2 years.
2 years.
Or 3 maybe.
3 years.
Yes.
Okay. Was he older or your age?
Oh, we were about the same age. That's why now I'm just like, yeah.
Okay. Well, Boogie believes that if a woman went through something, she feels like, mean, if she goes through something, we kind of let the next man pay for it. Do you think that that's true?
In some ways, yeah, I guess it just depends on the girl. I mean, she gotta know how to act, right?
True, true, true. So you, because of that situation,
Well, what do you think? Why you laughing?
Nah, I was just laughing at the last statement. She got to know how to act. Uh, indeed. I mean, I think that's Well, hold on. Break that down when you say she got to know how to act. Like, what does that consist of?
I mean, maybe like me personally, I guess when I was younger, I would take it out. I guess yeah, like take it out on the next person. I guess just
You talking about take the bad situations and the bad energy. You talking about it would transfer over to the next situation. So pretty much the new guy that show up in your life, he's going to pay for some past mistakes that the other guy has made,
yeah.
or some things that may have went wrong or whatever. Because I'm pretty sure that it's not just him, the other guy. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Typically, it's not just one person. But what I notice is that women, y'all don't want any kind of accountability. Can't nobody really tell y'all nothing because y'all know everything. And if you really think about it, as a 23-year-old woman, right? Unless you already have it instilled in you, why would you have any kind of accountability? Because a lot of guys gonna let you do what you want to do because they want something from you. See, here's what I learned in life. Now I don't want to get too deep. I ain't your father. You know what I mean? I ain't your father. But what I'm saying is people that truly care about you not really gonna let you do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of guys that let women do whatever because, well, you already know why. They want the nigga, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they don't care.
They want the monkey. So, it just is what it is. But when it's time for y'all women to get with maybe a dude that do care about y'all and do want to see y'all grow and do want the best for y'all, because things come with correction. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you ain't got no kids, do you?
No.
Okay, well, one day you'll have a child and you'll realize when you love your kid, you're going to correct them, right? Mm-hmm. Like if you see him about to touch a hot stove or whatever, right? Steal something, you'll be like, no, there's consequences for that. That's just how life go. But if especially around your age, Jesus Christ, I mean 23, I mean, that's you ever seen a ripe piece of mango? No, for real. Like, you know what I mean? Because you got some mangoes that's on the ground and ugly and they kind of rotted out or whatever. Thanks for that $1 super chat, Red. But then you got this ripe piece of mango. I mean, it's damn near glowing, right? So maybe a woman that's maybe 35 and over, she's still a good mango. I'm gonna eat it. But that right piece of mango, you just want to bite the bottom of it. You know what I mean? So, around your age, it's like a right piece of mango. You know what I mean? So I don't truly put it like this. I understand why a lot of young women your age can kind of do certain things because a lot of men gonna allow it. They're not going to allow that from a woman that's 30. I'm going to be honest. You'll see in a couple years, you'll be like, damn, I can't do everything I used to do. But and remember, see, Boogie told you, it's the right piece of mango. You know what I mean? But the point is, and I didn't mean to hijack the conversation, but you were saying that the woman should act right. And ideally, in a perfect world, everybody will act right. But we don't live in a
But they
perfect
don't have
world.
to. You don't have to if you don't want to. You don't gotta act right.
That's true. That's why.
You talking about
It's
the
hot
woman?
girl summer. No, I'm just kidding.
Hell no. So you talking about the woman, or the woman and the man don't have to act right?
Well, if they're gonna be in a relationship, then they should
I mean,
agree.
like,
They should agree on.
But what's acting right? Like no cheating.
I don't know. Everyone's different, Cheating.
What
to
does
me,
your act right mean?
I don't know. I guess it just depends on the person because I'm pretty open to things, But if we agree on something that we're okay with, then that's fine,
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Hmm.
Mm.
back to this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I want to dig deep. So you guys were dating. I mean, you guys were living with each other, right? For 2 years.
Yes.
What happened?
It
What
was-
you are willing to share?
Yeah, the relationship was pretty good. You know, I guess maybe you just kind of, not in a bad way, but like get bored,
Ooh.
like of the person. I don't know. Maybe that happened.
So okay. So you got bored, or he got bored? Or
Maybe
you
both of us.
guys?
Yeah, both of us.
So both of you guys got bored. Was the sex life bad, or
Yeah.
it got boring?
Yeah,
It got
whenever you're
stale?
fighting, whenever you're like fighting all the time and stuff, that it gets.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't really
Yeah.
moist if you're
But
upset.
some relationships people fight just for the breakup. I mean, just for the makeup sex. Like, you know how some people break up and then they'll get back together in 12 hours just to have really, really good makeup sex, and then, you know, they argue and it's really dysfunctional. I'm not gonna act like it's not healthy, but a lot of people do it. I mean, I've been in relationships like that where, you know, we pretty much thrashed each other, and then we would come together and the sex was really potent. Just that one time though. And then, you know what I mean, it go back to being stale and all the friction and all of that in the household or whatever the case. But you saying because y'all was arguing, y'all couldn't get along, you couldn't even get in the mood to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's odd. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the young brother, he should have come to talk to the dime game. No, real talk, because I would have probably told him how to use some of that for his benefit. Like, look, you know what I mean? When there's a lot of friction in the air, you know what I mean? You can really do some things. But at the end of the day, though, so this was a young brother. You know what I'm saying? Was he a good guy or a roughneck? You like roughnecks. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nah, he wasn't a good guy, was he?
No, he was a good guy.
Nah, he sold weed on the side.
Maybe a little bit of a roughneck, but like
Maybe a little. I mean, but there's no such thing as a little bit of roughneck.
I don't hate him now.
Like you said,
like,
but I'm not saying you gotta hate him.
What is his archetype amongst men?
I don't get what you mean. Like,
So like archetype meaning, it's like he said, is he a roughneck? You know, got tattoos.
he's a little
curse a lot?
gangster.
He's
I
a gangster,
guess.
huh?
Yeah, a little.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
know.
he was saying.
Yes.
I mean, it's not. I mean, look. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You like what you like. He probably so a little mild.
Oh, that's not all I like. I like, you know, them rich older people.
Well, yeah, man.
Oh my goodness.
So you like rich older men that spend money?
I mean, I guess so.
Who
Sorry.
It is what it is. I'm not the moral police. I'm not here to judge. I ain't here to judge. You know what I'm saying? But I will judge. But anyway,
That's fine.
Why do you think you were attracted to him?
I don't know. Maybe just
What is
meeting
it
up.
about? What is it about the bad boy, the roughnecks? Do you think we're attracted to as women?
sometimes they are not at all attractive, honestly.
Why do you
Like-
say that?
Like lose the like ego or whatever and grow up and do what you gotta do, you know?
Oh, okay. So you think his ego got in the way of a lot of situations in the relationship?
Definitely, yes.
Okay. Oh. What was like one of the like most? What was the most? The one of the biggest arguments that you guys had, and you was just like, you know what, I'm out. This is the last. I don't even want to be here no more.
It was always about, because really, the way I am now, it was really always about other girls, you know, like I would be all like insecure and whatnot,
Oh,
you know.
Oh, okay.
I would be the type of girl to be like, yeah, you gotta delete your Facebook
wow.
or not delete it, but like delete some girls or something like that.
So
you know?
you was the insecure one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Was he insecure too?
No, not at all. But then it,
So you the problem.
all right, I will admit I'm probably the problem.
No, I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I mean?
I could have been.
Well, did he do what he needed to do to make you secure? Because it's always going to be women. There's always going to be other people around. It don't mean that he's entertaining these women. We talking about social media. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it sounds to me, from the little bit you told me, you like a little control.
Maybe.
Maybe a little bit. Of
Yeah,
control.
maybe.
Yeah.
Not
See,
really anymore, I would say.
well,
though,
go
'cause-
back to that right piece of
Yeah,
mango. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep coming back to it.
But I'm not the only one like that, or there's a lot of hot girls out there and everything.
I get it, but at the end of the day, to tell somebody that they need to delete that Facebook or to delete, it's one thing you'd be like, look, I don't want you talking to her or her because, you know what I mean? But you need to be honest about it. Like, look, I ain't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? But when you take the step of like, oh, you got to delete that, I'm like, hell nah. I would have told you, excuse me, my bad. I would have told you, hell nah. Like, you delete yours first. If we gonna rock like that, you delete yours and maybe I'll think about deleting mine. But that lets me know, you've been having your way. Because that's an outlandish request. You see what I'm saying? But I expect that from a right piece of mango. But that's something that you should think about because at the end of the day, if he wasn't trying to control you and you was trying to control him, then you're gonna bring that same energy to the next guy and the next guy and the next guy, and it's something insecure probably within you. Which it is, you know what I mean, with a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women they don't want to admit that y'all highly insecure. You know what I mean?
Didn't you say that it's your partner's job to make you feel secure?
I say a lot of things.
Did he make you feel secure?
Sometimes, yeah.
Obviously not.
But I
because
did
you-
want to. I'm sorry. I did want to say that I'm definitely not like that anymore, and I won't. I would never make someone delete their thing or anything now if they don't want to.
Oh, so you learned your lesson.
Oh
That's
yes,
good.
yes,
That's great.
yes.
That's
Okay.
good.
Oh.
Because I'm like, what's the point in all that?
I don't really believe.
That's like extra. It's like, cause you get tired, right?
That
You're
is
like,
true. It's
you
too
get
much.
tired. If they want to do it, they're gonna do it.
That is
So I want you to go into this though, cause you said he was a semi-thug. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm good. I'm just in the cut. I can see myself. I can see myself on my screen. But he was like a semi-thug. You dig? He probably sold a little weed, didn't he?
Sold it?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
but he smoked it.
Oh yeah.
A little mota. So the point is, you know what I'm saying? The thug shit, right? This is a big conversation online. I'm gonna be 100.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I mean, it probably much is the conversation online. And, I'm not going to get into every ins and out of that conversation because the reality is, for a lot of men, when we was young, we wanted to be knuckleheads. And then we grew up. But the conversation is, a lot of women, y'all choose the wrong guys, particularly around your age. You're 23, Jesus. And then y'all go through all these bad experiences, and then once y'all get about 29, 30, then y'all want a good guy. You be like, you know what? I'm tired of being used. I'm tired of da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? All this crap that y'all go through with certain type of dudes. I'm tired of the emotional and psychological abuse or whatever. I'm tired of him calling me a dwarf or, like whatever guys call women. You know what I mean? I've heard some funny names.
A bitch. Is that allowed to say?
Yeah, I mean,
Can you say that?
psychotic bitch. I kind of like that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you can say the B word.
Okay.
So, but after years of being called certain names and being put down and shit like that, a lot of women, they hit rock bottom. Like you probably seen some women, they just walk with their neck down like this.
Me? I'm just kidding.
Hell no. Don't, you know what I mean? So, but nah.
I had a clench in my neck at one time, But
But
I straightened it out. It's cool.
so like a lot of women, you know what I'm saying? Like they hit boom, rock bottom. And then it's kind of like they have this epiphany like, oh man, you know what? I've been messing with the wrong guys. I'm out here fooling around with these cholos and woo woo woo. His nickname was Little Bear. Like like the cholos
Yeah.
with the belt buckles.
Yeah.
Like real talk.
Was
Like
he black or Latino?
Black.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Interracial. Oh, wait, okay. So what are you?
Mexican.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So, this is a hot topic too, interracial dating. Have you ever experienced any salty looks by
Personally, no, but
black women, or we're more accepting to the Latino
Oh, yeah.
chicks, the Latina chicks? Okay. So, what is it about black men that you crave?
don't put me on the spot like that.
What is it about our men?
I was like, what?
What is it about? What did you like?
Oh, I don't know. There's all different types,
Well, the guy that you wanted.
I mean, I don't really have a type though, honestly, either.
Really? Okay, so you date all.
I mean, I
Races
would.
of-
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
But who did you date the most? Black guys.
I would say, yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. I want to dive into something else. I gotta think of something.
So, I ain't gonna get way too deep in your personal because you're not on trial. Like you actually you
I'm
can
in the hot
relax. You know what I'm
seat.
saying?
No,
Like
I'm
we
just
bought you a
kidding.
good little coffee. You know what I mean?
Didn't
We,
even touch your
you know what I'm saying?
coffee.
Chill
I'm
out. Like
thirsty now. I'm just kidding.
you know what I mean? Like you're not on trial. We just kicking it. You know what I mean? Because I wanted the ladies to kind of chop it up, and I was just gonna be the voice for the men, just to drive the conversation home. You know what I mean? But so, I'm not gonna get all into that. But
How deep can
no,
we
hold
go?
on. I was looking at something in the chat room. So anyway, so back to the knuckleheads. You know what I'm saying? Now, how many quote unquote, and I really say quote, like good guys, right? Square dudes is what I like to call them. Like what I'm saying when I say square.
Yeah, I love them.
Like how many square dudes even approach a girl like you? Because I'm looking at your artwork and everything. Like you got tattoos, so that could be repellent for a square. Like, nah, I can't bring her across the tracks where I stay. You know what I'm saying? Like, do a lot of square dudes try to talk to you, or is it just the little bears and the Tyrones?
I kind of think both. I have a story. Like a few weeks ago.
Talk a little closer to the
Oh,
mic
I'm
for me.
sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, a guy came up to me at the car wash. One that you'll say like a square dude. He came up to me at the car wash and just asked me for my number. But he looked nice. It looks like he worked out. He had a nice car, and
What's his
I was
name?
like-
Bartholomew?
I'm not gonna say his name, but it was more like Randy or something like that. I would say.
Okay. Okay, so now for the knuckleheads, now like when you got the Tyrones or you got the little bears, you know what I'm saying? You got these type of dudes and they coming up, they got the swag, you know what I'm saying? They got the dope boy swag, they got the energy and all of that. Is that like a sexual attraction to that type of energy opposed to the Randy types, or is it just like your preference? Do you just feel more at home with the little bears and the Tyrones and shit like that? Like from your point of view, what sticks out to you the most? Like what do you feel the most when this guy or that guy approaches you as a woman? Because like the Tyrones or the little bears, I'm gonna tell you where I got the little bear name from, right? This is a funny story. But the Tyrones or the little bears, they gonna step to you. You know what I'm saying? Like how the Cholos run, they gonna come with the gator boots and
Like, what's up, ma?
facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like Tyrone, you know what I'm saying? Like he gonna come, boom. Like, Sean, let me talk to you for a second. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna hit you
Real
with that.
swaggy.
And maybe opposed to the Bartholomew types, you know what I mean? His energy, he got good energy, but it may not be as sexually dominant for especially a young woman like yourself. So which one is it? Is it the sexual energy that you feel, or you just feel like, you know what, this is just my lane with this type of dude?
Kind of both, but I think it'll have to do with confidence too, really.
So when Little Bear, I'm gonna tell you this story as soon as I get done. So when Little Bear come bopping up, you know what I'm saying? He got his gel in his hair. He got his little lineup or whatever. He been working out a little bit. He still got flour from the tortilla right here. And boom, like he hit you like, come here, ma, woo, woo, woo.
He might have a teardrop.
You know what I'm saying? Like he got tattoos everywhere. Like I know the type. I had some run-ins with them types or whatever. So boom, like he hit you. You like, it's just like, damn, like he got the nerve to even come talk to me. He ain't even got a car, but it don't even matter. His confidence is on 10. His swag, his charisma. You see what I'm saying? It's the fact that he's so confident that it draws you in, is what you saying? Like, you know what? I'm intrigued. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but not. Maybe yes, but no, not really. Like the way you're describing him, it's already immediately no. Like if you got food all over your face or whatever, like just no.
Well, it was.
All right,
It was a
scratch
joke.
it, but
It was a
Okay,
joke.
yeah.
It was a joke. But let me tell you where I get the Little Bear situation from. So boom, this was a long time ago because I used to live in El Paso. I don't know if you ever been through that. So I was a young soldier. You know what I mean? I went there. I was in the army. I was stationed in Fort Bliss, El Paso. And long story short, me and my boy Beezy had met these girls from the club. So we bagged them and tagged them. Boom. They like come holla at us. I want to say they was at the Ramada. It was like this Ramada off I-10 in El Paso. So we go up there. She ain't tell us it was a hotel full of her family up in there. We get up in there. Shorty had a cousin named Little Bear, straight cholo. I'm talking about choloed out, belt buckle, cowboy hat, you know, the whole thing. And he like, yeah, no. So she like, yeah, Boogie, this my cousin Little Bear. And I looked at Beezy. I'm like, yo, we gotta go, man. And he was looking at us like, what y'all doing here? We was looking at Little Bear like, what you doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like you messing up the whole vibes. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there, like where I get the Little Bear joke from is a real thing. But back to what I was saying. So confidence and look, confidence is a sexual magnet. Let's be honest. Nobody wants to, particularly women. Nobody want to deal with somebody that don't believe in themselves. You see what I'm saying? Nobody wants somebody that is wavering inside on what they can do, especially as a woman, because y'all got to feel safe with a man, right?
Right.
I mean, right?
Right. Exactly.
No. Facts.
Facts.
Yes.
No printer.
Facts.
Facts.
Thank you. I just want a little feedback tonight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Arsenio Hall, ladies and gentlemen. So, boom. So, it's the confidence situation. You know what I'm saying? All that. Obviously, it's some sexual attraction. You want to feel safe. And I think sometimes that's why, like, a lot of women like you, and no disrespect, but
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm appalled. But like a lot of women like you, y'all might need a certain type of dude because, you know what I mean? Like you look like you got a little wild side. You don't look like a square. Let's be honest. Bless you. So
Thank you.
at the end of the day, you might need an extra little masculinity on your burrito. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. So you might need the Little Bear or you might need the Tyrone. I'm not saying that they always good for you, but that security that you might feel with those guys opposed to the Bartholomew types is just a lot different. You know what I mean? Now, how often do you date squares?
Lately, no, I don't do it.
I wonder why.
Yeah, and so no.
So you only date thugs and old men with money. It's gonna be an interesting episode, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's dive into I don't want to get too deep into it, but do older guys pay?
They better.
Hell nah.
I mean, I might offer to pay. No, I'm just kidding. What am I talking about? That
So this is a good one.
was the best answer I've ever heard.
Oh god.
Why shouldn't they, right? I mean,
Right. Look, they have to pay that tax now.
Oh god, this is too much for this is too much for me tonight. So there's an expectation you saying on your end that, especially if he's like old and unattractive, you know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing if it's an older attractive guy, you still might like him, but if he's like older, less, you know what I mean? Let's say kind of unattractive, you know, kind of lost his way in life, low testosterone. Like you saying, that's a definite. He got to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like
Off top.
you just got to pay.
I don't know. I just think he should, but maybe if we agreed to splitting it, I might.
Oh, so you split tabs?
I would. I mean,
No.
I mean, okay, so you would split a tab with a 45-year-old man?
yeah, why not?
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's odd.
I mean, he, like I said, he should pay, but if it's like, maybe if we agree to like, yeah, let's just go to B-Dubs and get some drinks, like, we'll split it or something. But
This is in a relationship or before a relationship?
oh, maybe before, right?
Before a relationship.
You tell me.
I'll say before.
So before a relationship, you are willing to say, hey, all right, I'll go 50-50 with you.
If you're asking me on a date, though, I mean, you should pay. You're the one who asked. But
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay.
No doubt.
So that was shocking to me. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. 'Cause
you're like,
most-
I would never.
Yeah, because most women, you know, especially with an older man, they have that you better pay. Like, you know, this is your tax if you want to be with a younger woman. But I mean, you're very lenient.
I mean, they should pay, though. I think they should.
Okay. So it depends on how much you like the guy.
I would never agree to pay half and half, though, if someone asked me to go on a date. But
Over time.
yeah, it feels like a few times. Why not?
Okay. So do you think right now, do you think men are mostly after sex?
Yes.
Do you think men want more than sex nowadays, or do you think they're just making women their girlfriend just to get sex?
I feel like guys are not really looking, a lot of men are not looking for relationships right now, and they'll pretty much just make it clear to you if they want to, you know?
So you think that the marriage is dead?
Seems like it. I'm sorry.
Damn. Okay. Do you think it's mainly because of the men, or do you think women are too weak and loose?
It's just different, like how, like nowadays it's different because, you know, like there's a social media and everything, and it just, you can meet a lot of people. I think people just aren't really like willing to commit nowadays.
Do you think that it's a woman's, as a whole, do you think it's a woman's fault by making sex very accessible, or do you think it's the men's fault for just not wanting it at all?
It could be both, I think.
So in your last relationship, did you guys ever talk about marriage?
Yeah.
Okay, were you going to?
I mean, we were going for it, but over time, not really like right away or anything or anytime soon.
Okay, do you want to get married?
Do I want to get married? Yeah.
And do you
I'm
want to
not.
have kids?
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh,
I'm just not really looking for like either of those right now.
A lot of men say that, back to what Boogie said, he said that a lot of women were like free spirit, will date guys, not be serious. And then when we get to about 30, 35, then we're like, we clamp down and we're like, yeah, we're only giving you 6 months. And then if that, and if you don't want that, we're moving on. Do you think that it's a problem for us to not take it serious when we're so young?
I don't think it's a problem. I mean, why not? We're young. We should be having fun and stuff. And
So you believe in So you believe that we should get serious around 30?
Oh, I mean, no, you can be. I know people who were like serious as hell in like high school, and they're like still together now.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
saying for women, what would you advise women to do? Do you think we should um, basically take our time and date whoever we want to, and then later on, figure out who we are as a woman, and then later on get serious? Or do you think we should just be, we should be more selective from the jump?
Mm, I think the first one that you said.
So
Wait.
you think we should? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's why men are getting mad at that answer, because it's logical to us, but they don't like it. They
Yeah,
don't
that's
like it.
true. Well, they do a lot of stuff we don't like.
You know, there's something I wanted to say. It seems like men are not serious with relationships, and when we are young, and then after a while, when they get older, they want to get serious when they want to get serious, and then they want to disregard us when we're older.
I really think guys wanna. I'm sorry to any guys. I just think that if there's someone giving it up all easy, you're gonna take it, But
Facts.
yeah,
Facts.
you're not gonna get serious with someone
Facts.
who gives it away easy. Like guys want to see like what can we bring to the table, I guess. Like, but we as girls do that too. We want to see what guys can bring to the table.
What do you want a man to bring to the table?
Like it literally right now nothing, but like if you're asking me like in generally speaking, you said what would I want a man to bring to the table? Let me think about that. Hopefully you just have a nice job and you're not like freaking D-head.
Okay, I mean, so that's a lot of men. That's not that. So how selective can you be? Like, what more do you look for?
Like,
and what's a nice job? Over 50,000 or 50,000?
a year, you say?
Yeah.
That'll be a nice job.
Okay.
Better than nothing, right?
Right. Okay.
I like your style. Nah. So, like, here's my thing. Going back to something that y'all, one of y'all said earlier. I mean, look, when young people should have fun. Like, let's say college years. What's college? 18 to 21. You know what I mean? Ideally, you should have a little bit of fun. You shouldn't get yourself into trouble to where, what I mean, it's gonna bite you later on in life. But you should have some fun, men and women alike. And then once you get about me, I would say about 25, 24, 25, you should be planning for the rest of your life. Ideally, this is how it should go. You should be starting to plan for your legacy, plan for your future, whatever the case is. And, like whatever you did when you was young, that's when you was young. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of permanent damage, you know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of kids you had in college or whatever the case is. I mean, to me, that's typically, that's what white people do all the time. Let's just be honest. Like you Mexican or whatever, but like a lot of white girls, they go to college, a lot of white dudes, all of them have their fun, they graduate, they do whatever, get their little jobs, and then they end up growing up. They end up getting a family van, what I mean, a little white picket fence, and, it's just like whatever, like what happened in college, stayed in college. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To me, that'd be more of an ideal type of situation, but I know everybody don't feel like that, but young people are going to be young people. I was 21. I was 25. You know what I mean? I was 18. I'm not stupid, man. You know what I mean? I've had a lot of fun. So I'm not going to act like I didn't. But my only thing about too much fun is you don't want to permanently get yourself in a situation that you can't get out of. And that's what I see with a lot of young folks. Truth be told, even though like I wild out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't even know half of it. Like, shit, man, we had whole ecstasy weekends. You know what I mean? Where we wild out, but at the end of the day, we grew up too. You see what I'm saying? And I see a lot of people not really maturing. You know, I see a lot of dudes that is 40 years old acting like they 21. I see a lot of women that's 35 trying to be 25 again. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm like, damn, like whatever happened to the natural, gradual maturity process where people just be like, you know what? It's time to grow up. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a lot of people missing that. Like, do you notice that, or maybe you don't? I don't know.
I do notice that. I think I went through that pretty early though, cause I mean I still like to have fun, you know. But when I was partying, like when I was like what 16 or something, you know, yeah. So it's like
We all were.
yeah, we all were, and then you just kind of like, you know, I'm 23 now. I got to get it together. I still like to have fun, but I'm not gonna go out and have drinks and all that without my bills being paid or be having to ask people for money or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like that's my perspective on it. You know, um, I don't expect um a young person, man or woman, to have it all figured out at 21 or even 23. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to figure ourselves out, you know, but we should be going toward something better. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But man, if I was to show you who I was when I was 23, I mean, honestly, you wouldn't even recognize me. You know what I'm saying? I was bouncing off the walls. So I didn't know what kind of women was suitable for me at 23. You see what I'm saying? Um, I wanted the girl with the biggest ass and the wettest mouth. I mean, I still do, actually. But you see.
Yes.
My bad. I got a little carried away with the
But
podcast.
you're right. You're right.
mean-
Everyone wants that.
Facts. Yeah, man, give your boys.
I'm a girl and I want that. Now. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah, look, show your boy some love. I thought I was the only one. You know what I mean? But real talk, I just, you know, when I was 23, I was looking at, all right, you know what I mean? She got a fat ass and her lips are sexy. But then, you know, as I got older, I realized every nice ass ain't good for me. You know what I mean? I've had some people bring death to my life. So, you know, hey man, it's all about having balance. You know what I mean? That's my motto in life. You know, having a little balance or whatever. But you know, realistically though, I'm just gonna be 100. You know, young people are gonna have fun. You know, I'm not one of those people that's out of the loop, so to speak, because you got some guys, they be like expecting women to be holier than thou while they rip and run the streets. I'm like, nah, it don't really work like that. Like, we all had our fun, and then we grew up, and you know, you don't really bring these things out when you my age. We're not sitting around like me and my boys. We're not sitting around all day talking about shit we did when we was 19.
Right.
Because a lot of these women, they married now too. They got kids, and not only that, they got good relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, I've seen some women that when they was 19, they was off the hook. But now that they over 30, you know, they tighten up. So that's just how life go. And it ain't, you know, you're not going to be bringing this stuff up every other conversation unless it's an issue. Now it's levels. That's one of my favorite terms. You know, in the streets, you say there's levels to everything. Now, you can't do something 6 months ago and expect me not to say that's not the past. The past is like 6 years ago. Like, a lot of women, they'll do something last week and be like, oh, that was the past. Like, bitch, that was last week. You see what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you was in a gangbang last week and I'm not supposed to say nothing. But that's neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is, you know, people grow up, man, and that's just the natural order of things. You know what I mean? That's the way it should be. Ideally, is what it is. You know what I mean? And I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to the audience. But since you're the guest,
Yeah.
I'm a highlight you because you're the guest. But it just is what it is, man. So you know how you thinking now at 23, and I would bet you $500 right now that when you turn 26, money got your eye.
No, I'm like, I don't even got $500.
I know. I said that 500 monkeys. He was like, huh?
Say that again.
You ain't that nigga you say you is. But no, real talk. I will bet you when you turn 25 or even 26, a lot of stuff you said at 23, you're going to be like, damn, I was young and dumb. I would seriously bet you. And then once you turn 30, you, especially as a woman, like you really going to be like, damn, what was I doing? Like, where was my mind at?
What did I say? What?
Why was I twerking on the top of the barn?
Huh?
You know what I mean?
Getting it.
Yeah. Why was I in the bathroom? But at the end of the day, that's just how it is, man. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna give you some little game on life and shit. Like, you know, I've said a lot of stuff when I was 21. That I look back, I'm like, yo, I was a whole idiot. Like for real. Like the kind of women I chose, the kind of women I had in my life, the kind of women that I was attracted to. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Can I be real with you?
Yeah.
I just want to be 100. This the Nerve of You podcast where we keep it so real, you can't even call it real. Yo, man, like for a large part of me and my boy Beezy had to do some therapy when we was young. Cause we was like my boy is one of my army guys, one of my battle buddies when I was in the military. Like, me and my boy Beezy was up on the porch. We was drinking one night. And we just had to be honest. We was like, yo, man, you know, we just love sluts.
Shout out BZ. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Shout out to BZ. He was supposed to come to the last summit. He didn't come. I got something for him, though. But real talk, like, we was just drinking one night. And we, like, you ever hang out with some of your girlfriends and it's just like this pocket of honesty. Y'all might be having a 3-hour conversation just talking, but y'all reach that one little air pocket where y'all just like, I'm tired of lying. And everything just come out. So me and my boy Beezy, we was like, yo, man. I think he said it first. You know what I'm saying? Like, Beezy said it first. So Beezy was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bug. I just love hoes. So I looked at my boy Beezy, and I was like, I thought I was the only one. Like, I was like, dog, I like.
Why though?
I like a little slut. So I think for me and Beezy, I can't speak for all men. I think for me and Beezy, he was from DC, I was from Baltimore. I think it was our environment that really shaped our mind because that's really what we seen growing up. We seen fast dudes and fast women and fast money. I'm gonna be honest. Everything was fast. Well, you younger than me. I grew up mostly in the late 90s. I'm talking about when I was outside. I started coming outside late 90s, early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? But my environment had an impression on me in the early to mid 90s. This when a lot of dudes was outside selling drugs, getting money. And that's where I was from. So the point is what I'm saying. I don't want to get too deep, but what I'm saying is I seen a lot of fast women. I seen a lot of women do some things for money. I seen a lot of women run game on men. I seen a lot of women finessing. That was my environment. So obviously it's gonna imprint my mind on what I like. So when I see a fast woman, or at least when I was a young man, when I see a fast woman, I would get a rush like, oh man, I need that. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, I got to have that. Why? Because in my environment, those was the chicks that ran shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was nice, quiet, little Sarah Lee type of girls in my mind. Like real talk.
Not Sarah Lee.
Like, you know the girl next door with the ponytail and she wear like a light little bit of makeup, little bit of lip gloss or whatever. She got her backpack and her glasses, and she just walking home from school, you know, do. You know what I mean? She's going home and do her homework. You know what I mean? It was girls like that, but it was the fast woman that the fast dudes was after. So we just fell in line to our environment. I'm just being 100. So when me and my boy Beezy was talking, you know, like we didn't get into all the whys and all of that on why we like hoes, but we had to be honest, you know, and like I say, Beezy said it first, but we was like, yo, man, I don't know why we like hoes. And Beezy was infamous though. Like he was worse than me. Like Beezy would literally wife a hoe. This nigga would show up to the company picnic with the smut on the block. But it just was what it was. And, you know, I realized at that age, I had similar tendencies too. So this shit go deep. And this is why when I be online, Lola, I be like, I be telling dudes like, y'all ain't even being honest. Like, we all like hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a small percent of guys that are repulsed by fast women, by sluts.
Where?
But they're probably in church right now. But most guys, especially at that age, we like hoes. But eventually, and I don't even want to, I like to say fast women. But for the sake of the podcast, we're going to say hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hoes charge. I mean, sluts don't. So you like sluts.
So fast women. So I realized this, and it just is what it is. You did. It just is what it is. So when I was 21, you wouldn't, you know, you probably wouldn't even recognize me because I was too busy chasing fast women. Like all the women that they said was wrong, or you shouldn't chase her, I was right behind her. Hey, come in. And it was good women walking right past my nose hairs. You see what I'm saying?
It's because you're not ready to like be with the woman that, you know, like how you said, with her nose or whatever.
Well, I mean, honestly, like the square girls was boring. You gotta understand. I mean, me being, I'm talking about as a young boogie, as a young man, as a younger man, you know what I mean? I ain't that old. I needed that rush. You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed that rush. It wasn't even really about the girls half the time. It was just that rush of chasing fast women, that game. Okay, they running game on you. You running game on them. Everybody know we lying. Nobody want to say nothing. It's just fun. You know what I'm saying? Until you get burnt a couple times and you like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But you get right back on that horse and you do it again because you like, yo, this is crazy. And it turns into an addiction. Real talk.
Makes sense.
It's like women with social media. A lot of y'all addicted to the attention of likes. This is backed by research anyway. You can't debate me on it. But I'm just saying, it becomes an addiction every time you post a picture and you get, you know what I mean, 200 likes from a bunch of dudes or 500 likes or 1,000 all around the world. And they're like, mommy, you know what I'm saying? I want to pay your bills. You know what I mean? Let me suck on your left nipple. And this is how they talking. That turns into an addiction. But as young men, chasing fast women was an addiction. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you some real shit. I'm here to make a proclamation and a declaration. These streets kick my ass, man. No, real talk. You see these little bit of bags under my eyes?
Yes.
That's the streets.
Speak your truth.
Real talk. These streets has kicked my ass, man. Like my back hurt right now, chasing around fast ass women. It has did a number on me, and this is why I like to tell a lot of dudes, man, deal with the square girls. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Because these fast ass women will have you out here, yo man, I'm just gonna be 100. It just is what it is. They will have you out here while, and then you get smarter. I get it, you get smarter over time. You learn some game, and You know what I'm saying? You get better with everything. But I'm just saying, these streets has kicked my ass, man. And I ain't got nothing to show for my time chasing fast-ass women. That's the biggest thing. It's the biggest lesson I want people. I ain't got shit to show for it, man.
That's
But a
true.
bad back. You know what I'm saying? But a bad back. And I get migraines from time to time. Nigga, I want peace. Y'all gotta understand. See, Boogie, I come in peace. All I want is peace in my life. Can't seem to get it lately, but I'm looking for it. And this is what a lot, especially young men, gotta realize, and young women too around your age. Yo, y'all gonna reach the point, y'all gonna want so much peace, you'll pay for it. You're gonna start paying people to get out your life. I swear to God, I'm dead serious.
Wow.
Because you know when men pay women, we paying y'all to leave, right?
Oh, thank you.
We ain't paying y'all to stay.
Well, thank you.
I'm being 100. You know what I mean?
It's
We paying y'all to leave.
And we'll do it. We'll do it again. I'm just kidding.
But that's real talk. Because why? Because a nigga want peace, man. You know what I mean? And everybody reached that point in life where shit get real. So I like to get online. I like to keep it real. Like, look, everything ain't what it cracked out to be. I had my fun. Oh man, I had enough fun for 10 minutes. But at the end of the day, I look back on some of this stuff, and to be honest, man, a lot of this shit was cap. It wasn't real. And when I say it wasn't real, that it did nothing for me. And I'm like, damn, man. You know, I watched a lot of, my bad, I'm hogging up the mic, but
no, you're
I just want to teach, because on my podcast we have fun, but I take time to teach too. So I want to take my little portion to teach because, you know, we don't think about how life can be at 20, 23, 25. We don't think that when we 35 or even 45 that we can be a brand new person.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of us don't even, you know, think about that type of shit. You dig?
I don't think we realize that we're, based on our decisions, we're changing constantly, evolving to another being. So we gotta always keep that in mind. But I wanted to ask you, what would you teach your younger self? Because since we're talking about, you know,
I mean, younger, she only 23.
I was like, I'm still young.
What you gonna tell? What you was a baby? What you gonna tell baby
No, like,
Lola?
you mean like
12,
yeah,
13,
Goo goo gaga.
14.
You tell baby Lola?
What would I tell myself?
Oh yeah, 5 years ago.
Jesus Christ!
Probably stay in school.
Don't
That's
do
all I was
drugs.
saying. Yeah, basic everything. Yeah, I would
Oh.
definitely say stay in school. That's about it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about when it comes to relationships and men?
Oh, stay away.
Oh,
Just
close your legs.
focus on school. Yeah.
Well, close your legs and your mouth.
Yes. Yes.
So stay away from them.
Mhm.
Okay.
How about you?
Dang. I would say, oh, I did stay in school, but I would say focus on yourself, focus on myself versus looking for acceptance from the opposite sex. So that's what I would teach myself.
Yeah, that's true. Also.
Yeah, I think you know, when you said that you was addicted to fast women, I think women are addicted to relationships. I think we're addicted to getting it into one.
Yeah, like being younger, you want anyone to love you or something.
Yes,
I think women are addicted to dicks. Nah, real talk. Dickhead men and dicks in their vagina. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest.
No, we're not addicted.
Like a
to
lot
that.
of relationships,
No,
a lot
we're
of y'all women ain't going
No,
from relationship. A lot of y'all women going from dick to dick.
No, we're not.
A lot of y'all
to
women
dick.
going from dick to dick.
No, we're not. We're not no. That's not
Say
not
less.
true.
Say less.
That's not true. I don't know a woman that's addicted to.
I do. I do.
Sometimes they like it though, like being mistreated and stuff like that, but not everyone.
I think a lot of women are addicted to getting into wanting a relationship and trying their hardest to get into it.
Yeah, they do.
We're addicted to that. We're not addicted to
Wanting a relationship and being in a relationship is two different things, because a lot of women these days think that it's their body, it's the sex that's going to get a man or keep a man. And how many women come up short with that mentality? See, this is what y'all got to understand. What women did is, a lot of women, opposed to like my mom's generation or my grandma's generation or whatever the case, a lot of women took away that feminine touch, that soft, gentle touch. Like, like you ever went to your grandma's house and you just walked through the door and you smelled the food. It was a different fragrance. Or like you were sick at your grandma's house and she just touched you and you just felt better. Like, a lot of women took that away from men, and they replaced that shit with all the things that men did want, more. A lot of it is in the sexual realm of things. And it served a temporary cause. And what happened was, a lot of men realized what they was missing, because we still crave that gentle, healing female touch. And so, yeah, I might have begged you for a threesome, or I might have asked you, yo, like, can I sleep with your coworker or whatever the case? And you know what I mean? You was like, okay. But then once I graduated past that feeling, I went back to the truth. Like, you know what? Damn, like, I want a woman that's going to rub my head when I got a headache. I want a woman that's going to give me positive affirmations in the morning.
I never heard no man say that.
No, real talk. I mean, see, Boogie give you the exclusive. That's why you got to watch. Y'all subscribe to the channel. But like, a lot of men realize, once we, as men, like, we get past the fog of it all, and we realize, like, damn, like, I'm laid up in the hospital, I got the flu, or I done caught the coronavirus, and I ain't got no woman to bring me no soup. Now, she can have a threesome for me, but she can't be there to nurse me back to life. So then we gonna go in and leave you. You see what I'm saying? Because we realize, like, you know what? Yeah, you can provide certain things and you came in handy, but as life progressed and showed me the truth of life, I realized what meant the most. And when I was sick with the flu for 3 days, and this one girl, the same girl with the ponytail that walked home from school, and she brought me the homemade chicken noodle soup. And, she came in with the thermostat and she stuck it in the side of my ear, and, and she rubbed right here. And I had chills coming down my back. And I said, damn, when I instantly felt better and I started feeling better, and she said, call me if you need me, I realized that's the truth in life, opposed to all the stuff that I was asking for. See, a lot of women got to realize a woman's role, I'm talking about a real woman, in a man's life is to protect him from himself. Period. Like, as men, sometimes we drive in and out of the yellow lines, but a good woman gonna keep a man in the yellow lines. A true girlfriend is not always gonna be fun. But then, if a man recognize where he is in his life, he realize, you know what? That's still a good woman. So what I'm saying is, women have took away that soft, gentle touch and replaced it with a bunch of sexual favors that, in the end, is not really serving a lot of men any good, because we still going to be looking for that gentle touch of a woman, that feminine touch. And you know what happened to a lot of women? A lot of women end up cannon fodder. A lot of women end up on the streets or for the streets, because that's all y'all knew how to treat them. I mean, that's the only thing y'all knew to give a man. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I blame a lot of men, because a lot of men didn't step up and be leaders. A lot of men didn't step up and mold a lot of young women into how to be good women.
Right. If I mean, think of the verbal things that we say. We don't even say making love anymore. We say the F word. And when you say the F word and all you want to do is F women and all that stuff, then that's what she turns into. A woman that don't care about nurturing you, don't care about, I think that was impactful what you were saying, because a lot of women will never hear something like that. We think that way to a man's heart is through sexual, things. A lot of young women think that way, but it's really, he could get turned on by how you take care of him, by what you said. And when we have our mothers, we're not looking at our mothers like, oh my god, she's hot. We're looking at, if she's a good mother, we're thinking about how much she's nurturing us, how good of a caregiver she is to us, how clean she is, how well she um how she taught us certain things. And then we don't, when we think about our fathers, we don't think about how much money he's supposed to bring in or whatever. We think about what he taught us and how he encouraged us and how he was just a great leader. And we're not thinking about the superficial, lower vibration, superficial things. So I like what you said.
I like what I said too. So let's move on. Let's move on and shit. It got a little heavy in the room. I mean, lighten up the mood. I might tell another little bad story. But at the end of the day, though, you know what I mean. I just wanted to drop some jewels and drop some game on, a lot of the young people that's watching too. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's not enough older people teaching the younger generation anything anyway. It's like we teaching y'all the wrong shit. Real talk. Like, I'm just being 100. Like, as a dude in my mid 30s, I should be teaching young dudes how to move the right way. Not make the same mistakes I'm making, or I can't be out here acting like I'm 21 again. No, I gotta act my age. I gotta be my age. And I think the same thing about a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of people in my age bracket that's really showing y'all, like, look, y'all can go down this road or y'all can go down this road. Do whatever you want to do. I'm not here to judge, but if you go down this road, this is where you might end up. You go down this road, and that's all we can do. I feel like there's not enough dudes my age even doing that. Why? Because they trying to be young dudes. Yo, man, you got dudes, 35 years old, calling a 21-year-old dude big bro. This is what type of world we in. They literally calling these niggas big bro.
Yep.
And I see it all the time, and I'm like, yo, the game is dead. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? So anyway, both genders are fighting to do more wrong to one another, laughing my ass off. The world is done for. So, it's all good. You know what I mean? I ain't nobody's preacher, but I just like to keep it real about mistakes I made in my life. And, if I can help one or two people, man, I did my job for the day, man. You know what I'm saying? But back to a comment that was made earlier. So, a lot of women ain't really, and this is my experience with women, man. A lot of women, whether they want a relationship in their heart of hearts, a lot of women, man, these days ain't really stunting no relationships, man. A lot of girls want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? A lot of young girls want to be entertained. Now, they might jump in relationships if they present themselves, but I think about a lot of chicks, they probably having a lot more, not even probably, they're having a lot more sex than having relationships. Because if that was the case, it wouldn't be all this effing and cheating and fucking going on out here. No. A lot of women, truth be told, is I mean, you got something to say, you can say it.
Yeah, I think a lot of women's self-esteem is so low that they think that they have to have sex in order to get in a relationship.
Who fault is that?
The woman. I think
I'm tired of having sex. I knew. Don't even
like
get me with that.
I don't believe that.
But I'm just saying it's I mean,
and whose fault is that? It's the men. And it's themselves.
Yeah.
The women that can't.
How is it my
She's
fault?
right.
Whoa,
It's the men. No, it's the men.
How
And
is it my
and it's
fault
the woman's,
if your self-esteem low?
No, because it's not like literally like it's your fault, but it's more like it's like guys' fault in general because they like make it known, like, oh, I just want to like F all these B's and whatnot,
So you telling me that as a adult, as a grown adult woman, you can't control yourself?
No, I was thinking about more when I was like younger.
There. That woman that was that was walking, she has a decision to make if she wants to go the route of having sex, to make a guy like her or to get what she wants to, which is a commitment or a boyfriend or whatever, to the guy that she likes. I'm talking about that. Versus, going the square route. So it is her fault by making that decision. But it doesn't make it any better that these guys are showing way more attention to, like what you said, the fast women and not her.
Yeah.
Well, in life, people got to wait their turn and stay in their lane. I mean, I ain't trying to be... It's funny. You can laugh. It's funny. Everybody got lanes. I mean, same thing happens in the world of men, right? A lot of men don't really get their turn until they late 30s, maybe early 40s, when they get their money right, they get their mind right, their career's going good. You know what I mean? Just shit start falling in place, and then he start having it his way. A man can go 20 years without having it his way, and then boom, everything just aligns. And then he like, yo, I'm about to blow a bag in the club tonight. You see what I'm saying? That bottle of Cristal that I seen and that Ace of Spade. The Ace of Spade bottle is always bright. Always just bright bottle. That Ace of Spade bottle I've been looking at for 15 years. I'm about to max out my credit card tonight. I'm buying 3 bottles and I don't even drink. You know what I'm saying? But every man want to have their way like that, but a nigga got to wait his turn. And that's the same thing with women. See, a lot of women think they slick. Let me go ahead, because I didn't figure that out women years ago, right? A lot of women think they slick and shit, right? Women, a lot of these chicks these days, they put so much emphasis on how they look because they want to intimidate men. Real talk. It's for some women, they want the attention from men, but really in their heart of hearts, they want to intimidate men because, as people, we treat good-looking people a little bit better. That's just natural order of things or whatever. But that's a temporary way to live. You see what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like if you see a woman in a club and like, nah, she blew a bag on her body. She did that to intimidate men, to try to put a man in his place. Like, but
I don't think that's true.
No, I think that
everybody got an opinion now. I thought this was the C Boogie podcast.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't finished my statement.
Oh no, you're fine. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't think that's true, but
thank you. But thank you for the permission. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Thank you for the no, it's all good. No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, permission on my own podcast.
I know, right? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
only Lola can do that, for real. But no, real talk. A lot of chicks do certain things as far as the physical appearance and shit like that. And you can tell by their behavior once they done. You could take a woman before she got her stomach stapled, before any kind of enhancements, her confidence was probably here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then boom, the moment she glow up, all of a sudden she talking to men any kind of way and shit. All of a sudden she having her way. All of a sudden she actually thinks she got options. And it's like,
she gave you permission on your own podcast.
Shit like
I'm
that.
Just kidding.
No, real talk. But this is how it would go. And as men, like, what men do? Because I'm gonna tell you what men do.
What?
as men, all we do is sit back and we watch these women go up and come down. They go up and come down. And I'm gonna tell you why that happens, because right after a woman does that, you know, I mean, obviously this is the newfound wealth. It's like the bitch bought a Bitcoin. She rich. You know, no, real talk. And then, you know, they go kind of crazy in this small block of time. So yeah, they're gonna go up. You know what I'm saying? They having fun. They talking to dudes that would have never spoke to them before. It's like a man that hit the lottery. It's like an ugly dude that came in the money. He getting all this attention from women, but he's gonna go up and he's gonna come down because none of that was real.
Life will humble him.
None of that was real. So that's why I said at the end of the day, a lot of women do that. And then you know what I mean? You look at their social media. Now all of a sudden they want to slay bitches. They want to slay. But you know how women be talking? Oh, F you, ugly, dirt worm bitches. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I'm trying to be.
You know what I'm saying? Like your weave stink. Like, you know how a lot of chicks be acting and shit. And it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? But when you was out here and you know, like your stomach was way out here and shit, you ain't had nothing to say. You was tripping over your stomach and shit, but you had to get that staple to act funny and shit. So, you know, and as men, we watch these women go up and then they get beat down, battered down, all this, and we watch them come right back down every time because life is just going to do that. So they want to intimidate. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is that same girl, that same woman, if she just wanted to get a man in her life, she could have got a man. Nah. A lot of these women want to intimidate niggas, man. And this is why they act like that. And then there's going to be some men that's going to be intimidated by a woman's looks. There's going to be some men that's going to cower down. There's going to be some dudes that's going to be like, bitch, who the fuck you talking to? I remember when you was walking around and the bottom of your feet was crusty. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dusty feet, they called you. Real talk. Like, I remember when your motherfucking sandals was leaning and shit. Who you talk? And I still treated you fair. But now you want to come around acting funny. Now I got to expose you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen this shit too many times. I've watched a lot of women go here, go up, and come right back down.
You know,
kicking too many facts, man.
You know, I was watching Jordan Peterson, right, the other day, and he was talking about the perfect 10, the dream girl, the woman that when we look at her, she's the judgmental ideal in men's head, you know, in their minds, that's what they perceive that woman as. And that woman is a being that really motivates men, and it really questions men, and they will look at her like that being as, am I worthy to you know, she can make or break my ego, and I want to treat her so well, like treat her like a queen or whatever. So I think that whenever we put on makeup and when we do certain things, getting our body done, we're trying to get as close to that ideal, that judgmental being, that dream girl as we possibly can. So when we get to that when we're manifesting that being, we want that treatment from those men. But when we take it off, when we take off the, you know, body magic and the makeup, we turn back into ourselves as individual women, and we're not that quote unquote dream girl. So we lose our power. So I think that's the psychology behind why we do wear makeup. And I don't think it's, well, you kind of right when it comes to a woman trying to, I guess, humble men, or what did you use? What term did you use?
A lot of women want to intimidate
men. And that's, yeah, we manifest ourselves into that being to intimidate men.
And look, we're going to go ahead and wind this podcast down. We've been on for a while. Look, man, everybody, the thing about looks and all of that, looks fade. That's just the reality. We all gonna get old and wrinkled. Um, you know, I can get into a car accident to God forbid tomorrow, and the side of my face could be burnt up.
Yeah.
I mean, anything can happen. Like your hair could be caught in the air conditioner walking out and just take your scalp off.
Oh, don't say that.
You know what I'm saying? I would hate for it, but I'm just keeping it real. Like looks fade, and we all gonna get older. We all gonna get uglier. It's life. But as we getting older, we'll see the relationships that last and the ones that don't. You know what I mean? We are chasing this temporary high that's not real. At the end of the day, none of this shit is real. You know what I mean? And that's one thing we really got to realize. There's nothing wrong with, you want to do certain things, but it shouldn't be your happiness, so to speak. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be your place of peace. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do something, then, you know what I mean, just do it because you want to. But when we start looking outside of ourselves for this type of shit, that's where a lot of us go wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, I've seen a lot of women go up and I've seen a lot of women come down based on a certain mentality and shit. You know what I'm saying? Women with weaknesses, insecure women, you can put on all the makeup you want. You can get the biggest titties you want. A dude can smell it on you. Like Little Bear, that might be from the hood, little cholo dude with a head neck tattoo. Oh, he gonna smell it. He gonna prey on it. Because that's the one thing you can enhance is how you feel about yourself. A man can sense when a woman take off her makeup, you know what I mean, how humble she is, and then she might turn into another person with a certain outfit, or she got just a certain disposition when she look a certain way. And I mean, any dude with a little bit of game gonna pick up on that and like, oh, I see what's going on here. Opposed to a woman that can come out with a tracksuit on and some Nikes and still be feminine and still be beautiful because it's already in her, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit gotta be in you first. A lot of people not really working on the inside. The outside cool, but if you ain't doing that inside work on yourself, then, that shit is null and void. But here's what we're going to do. You know what I mean? I want to thank my lovely guests. Hey, you did an excellent job.
Thank you.
Thank
Lola.
you for coming.
Thank you.
You did a good job. Excuse me. You're always welcome to come back. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. And shout out to everybody out there in YouTube world. Just the Nerve of You podcast. Y'all follow me on Instagram at CBoogie Productions. Y'all subscribe to the channel. What else, man? The Self-Improvement Summit virtual edition is coming at you Saturday, May 7th at 3 p.m. Y'all can go to Eventbrite/virtual summit and y'all can go in and book your slot. It's going up, man. And hey, man, this was a dope little podcast tonight, man. It's a lot of good information. We had some fun. We told some stories. We got to some truth and we got to some lies. It's all in my day, man. I deal with it all. And we got a little bit of effery too. So anyway, Nerve of You podcast, man. We'll be right back again on Sunday, same time.